Welcome to MAP. My name is Ronnie Hayes, and today we're going to take a look at this 10-inch Michonne Deluxe action figure from McFarlane Toys. Now, a big thank you to Athena for sending this in. If you want to check out the MAP mail, links will be in the description, or check out the eyes somewhere right here for other video suggestions. Let's get right into this. Now, the box is pretty awesome. Got the logo here, an awesome picture of Michonne. That spills over to the side here with another image right there. The back is pretty awesome, shows examples of what else McFarlane Toys makes, which is the new Series 8 of the action figures. Down here, it's pretty cool. It says that an actual 3D scan of the actress was used in making this figure, and that might be the reason why the figure looks amazing. The detail here we see, which on this side of the box we see the two poses you can put Michonne in, and let's open this right up. Now, sealing this box, if you're a collector that collects in-box, such as myself, mainly for the look, not necessarily the value, because some of these figures at this time and in the next few years are not going to jump up in value. I actually do really enjoy the looks of them in the box themselves. So if you are also an in-box collector but you want to display this piece, you can do what I did with this tape here. It actually peels off very easily and leaving no residue here, and you can open it right up, pull the figure out, display it, put it back, and still keep it within the box. Now, I would recommend you do this side instead, because when you open it up, you're going to wear out this corner here, which won't be too noticeable on this corner. I did this one, which I shouldn't have, because if this wears out and it starts to crack from opening and closing it, it will start to ruin the image of Michonne here. It's a small thing. I'm just putting it out there for any of you inbox collectors that want to avoid that. So let's open it up. A little technique here is putting something in the side here and opening up. When you reach in, what you do is when you pull from the middle here, these tabs kind of catch. You'll actually bend this here and ruin that. So if you want, just go ahead and slip something in here and pop it out like that. Butter knife or a razor blade, that's fine. Anyhow, pop this out and it opens right up. Cool image of Michonne here. I like their boxes. We got the stand. We got two additional arms, her sheath, and her sword. So first thing first, we'll go over the accessories. You get a plain black display stand, helps the character stand up. An additional right arm, and then an additional left arm. The main figure here with her other arms, obviously they pop off as well, right and left. You get the sheath, and then you get her katana. Now, originally when I opened this up, the katana was extremely warped. What I did is a trick I learned from Solid Dave Snake. He also has a YouTube channel as well. I put a hair dryer, my daughter's hair dryer, on this. It actually only took about 15 seconds. It became extremely bendy, so I was able to straighten it out, and then I ran cold water over it and it hardened perfectly. That is actually pretty straight. I was testing that out for the first time, so that works extremely well. Now, when you first get this figure out of the package, it's going to be really stiff, and getting these arms on and off, it's going to be very difficult when you first do it. I was actually looking at that being a complaint I had. However, popping these off once and putting the other arms on, and then taking those off and putting the original on, just doing that 3 times, made it extremely easy now for the arms to pop right back in. See how easy that was? And then to come out. Before, it was very difficult to get them in and out. So you do it a couple times and it's a lot easier. Pops right in. There you go. For this pose, what I do is I put her left arm on, and then I put the sheath over, and then I'll put the right arm, pop that into place just like that, and then the sheath will rest right on her arm there. And that looks pretty badass. Now, putting the sword in, even though when you do this it gets easier, you do it once or twice, the first time you do this, even now, it's extremely difficult to wedge that sword in, and I want to go easy because I feel like I'm going to break something. Now I'll go ahead and put her foot in the base, and I notice with this, it doesn't just slide all the way down. It does look like it is deep enough to go most of the way in. Now I cannot get this base all the way in. There is that little gap there. See that gap? That's as much as I got it in. I tried playing with it. Does seem to make some sense, because then when you get her displayed here, it makes a lot of sense that her foot, it won't go all the way down in that peg. And she does stand really cool because she has articulation where her ankle is, and that's extremely important to display her, because when you set her down, her balance is off depending on what pose you have her in. So you just bend her forward and get her in the right spot to balance it out, and then you leave her stand. This is actually very cool and easy, and they have articulation a little bit on her left ankle as well. Here you can see that. The right ankle has a lot more. As far as any other articulation, there isn't any. Her head doesn't move. The arms don't move. They just come in and out for the different poses. Oh, also I should mention, there is articulation at the hands. The hands will swivel, and there is a little bit on this one wrist here that goes back and forth, and this one doesn't swivel. Okay, this one is an up and down. It doesn't want to swivel. I don't want to pressure it. Anyway, that little bit of give, that little bit of articulation in the wrists, it's very important to get the to get her holding the sword or the katana. The detail is where it turns truly amazing. Now here is the first pose. This is with the katana behind her head. Now with this other position, I am switching the sheath. I'm doing that on the opposite side. Now it goes under her right boob there. It hangs down, and then on the top of her shoulder. Now right here, she has a little piece of hair by this back shoulder. The hair is pliable, so you just lift the hair up a little, pop that down. Make sure you don't pinch any of the hair in, and you're good. Now I did have a little bit of trouble getting the katana in this pose. Now what you want to do is, once you get the katana through the hands, kind of mold the hands a little bit and get it in a comfortable position where it keeps the katana straight somewhat, because I notice if you just slide it in, that's what helps getting this handle all crooked. Because if you straighten it out some, it will be better for the katana in the end. And those wrists move around a little, so they give you the option to get it nice and straight. That way there's no pressure on it, and you might end up cracking something inside there and breaking one of the hands off. So just mold it into a nice pose there without any friction happening or any pressure. You want to take the pressure off. So this is her in the second pose. You have her too much to the back, she's going to fall backwards. Too much to the front, she'll fall forward, obviously. You get her balanced nice and easy in the middle, and that's it. She'll stand up. Now, moving on to the best part, in my opinion, about this figure is the detail. The detail is great. I'm going to pop her off her base here. And the detail on this figure, especially the boots, and then you have the dirt on the boots as well. I love how there's one boot that has the boot folded down, and then the other boot is up. A little bit of detail right there is pretty cool. The jeans here, the wrinkles in the jeans, and the detail is amazing. The little zipper. You have these little flaps on her outfit that are pliable. The front here, a lot of it is actually pliable, but the detail, the wrinkles, the stitching up here, the wrinkles all around, the detail on her leather vest is incredible as well. Look at it! And her face is amazing. Her dreads and the bandana she's got. Here we're going to look at her gloves, right down to her fingernails are detailed as well. And look at that face. They did a great job on this face. And take another look at this jacket here, because the folds and the detail, the painting, everything from head to toe on this figure is stunning. The jacket here, the shirt, right down to the jeans, the pockets, the little dirt on the little dust of dirt on the knee, all the way down to the boot even. Little detail, and she's actually wearing the right boots. I know on one of the figures she wasn't wearing screen accurate boots, but this is incredible, the amount of work on these 10-inch figures. This is my first 10-inch figure, and I'm in love with these. The sheath is very detailed as well. I mean, right down to the little buckles, right down to the little rivets. Got a little buckle here. And then we have her katana, and the work they did on this katana is fantastic. Again, it even looks aged here. It looks like this is a katana she was using. Very realistic to the size of the figure, and detailed too. I mean, very well. Inside here on the guard, that is just incredible. Oh, damn it. And it's sharp. I'm going to put her back in the box for right now until I put her on display, but my favorite position at this point would be the katana behind her head. That's my favorite pose. So this figure is the third character that McFarlane Toys has made in this 10-inch deluxe figure line. The first figure was a Rick Grimes from Season 3. The next was a Daryl Dixon with his poncho and crossbow. After seeing the quality of this Michonne, I will be getting into the 10-inch figures, absolutely. The quality on this Michonne is utterly amazing. It's a $30 price point. This is probably one of the best figures I have seen. It looks identical to Deny, the actress playing Michonne. It is absolutely amazing, and being a huge Michonne fan, I love this piece right here. This is awesome. And being older as well, I am myself personally not interested in playing with them, so putting this in a pose and setting it up on the shelf is ideal for me as a fan. And knowing you can have two different poses, if you tire of one, you can put her in the other. That is awesome as well. So if you guys like this or want me to check out any of the other 10-inch figures, just let me know down in that comment box. So in closing, I would have to rate this figure a high great. I think taking into consideration the quality, the price point, the detail, and what this figure is, based on that, this figure is damn near perfect. Go ahead and leave your thoughts and opinions about this 10-inch deluxe Michonne figure from McFarlane Toys down in that comment box. Let me know any other suggestions of what you want to see in the review room coming up as far as Walking Dead merchandise, and I'll let you know if it's possible on this channel. Thank you for watching the review room, and don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out.
Subscribe now.